Ready. We're joined by Stacy Lewis after an even par 72. Stacy, I would imagine that feels like a win with the conditions.
If you would have told me even par this morning, I would have taken it and not even teed off. But I actually probably left a couple out there. But it was hard. I mean, you're playing the wind on putts and you're trying to not, fall over and trying to stay in posture. I mean, it was a really, really hard day. So just glad to be done.
Just for some of us who maybe didn't venture out too far, was that putt on 18 kind of an example of maybe how you were having to read putts throughout the day based on the wind?
Yeah, I mean, that putt on 18 actually goes right, but it's in a right to left wind, so you're trying to just guess really of, is the wind going to be blowing and how hard when you hit that putt. And I had 3 or 4 of those at the end coming in and wasn't able to make any of them. But I mean, it's really a guessing game on days like today.
Do you remember the last round that resembled winds like this that you played in?
It'd probably be a British Open.
Yeah.
Even last year we played in some wind at the British Open, but usually. I did live down here in South Florida, so I have played in winds like this in this area. But tournament golf, when you got to put a number next to your name, it's a little bit tougher.
Absolutely, Jeff.
How hard was it just pulling clubs today?
You really had to go hit golf shots. You couldn't just we kind of misjudge a wedge early on, and it's like you just had to hit a lot of little chippy shots and not full shots. Tried to keep as many shots below the trees as we could. So even some layups on par 5s, we, kind of punched 3 woods down there just to keep them out of the wind. So it was just kind of being creative and getting through the day.
I was going to ask you about your experience with playing with the high school girls on Wednesday. What was that like for you to see that in a pro-am, and how much did you enjoy the day?
It was awesome. I wish I could have played 18 holes with them, to be honest. But I was definitely not that good in 8th and 9th grade. So it's just amazing to see the talent and how these girls are getting into it at younger ages and, having role models, I'm sure they love Nellie and all the younger girls. But we had a blast and they were awesome too.
Tom?
So you said you played the wind down here. I'm sure you've never played this combination of wind and cold down here.
Yes.
So what did that dynamic do with the wind, the cold added in there?
Yeah, it's just, you had the cold. Cold was probably at least half a club of wind, if not more early on, half a club. So then if you're into the wind, it's 2 clubs plus 2.5. So you're really just hitting more. You're just hitting, holes are playing longer, shots are playing longer. It's a little bit harder to turn, harder to move. But I've played in so many British Opens over the years that it's really pretty similar to that, and you just got to be creative and fight through it.
I know there were a few into the wind, but I think 5 and 6 were the 6 of par 3 and 5. You hit an approach shot, right?
Yeah.
And were you like a couple of clubs on those? Because those 2 holes were directly into the wind, I believe.
Yeah, I mean on 5, I was 163 yards and just ripped a 4-iron, which is my 185 club, and it was perfect. But then on the next hole, it was only playing. I think it was only playing like 156, and I hit kind of low 5-iron in there, where if you try to hit 6 hard, it's just going to blow it up into the wind. So, like I said, just being creative. You have to play in this stuff a few times to really learn how to do it and how to hit the shots. And you could see it a little bit with Nellie today. Just trying to hit full shots where maybe you needed kind of little ones.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want a steady diet of days like this, but
No.
as a competitor, can you kind of enjoy the challenge of it here and there?
As I get older, I need more days like this. If it's hot and nice and sunny, Nellie's hitting at 50 by me, and it's a different day completely. Yeah. So as I get older, I love days like this.
That's what I have for you, Stacy.
Yep.
How much of a good score is based off experience on a day like today?
Experience is everything. And experience and attitude. If you go into it with, I don't want to be here, the score's going to show. So you just try to have a good attitude about it and not complain too much, and just keep fighting through it.
Survive in advance.
That's right.
Thanks, Stacy.
You got it. Thank you.
Good luck.